What's up YouTube, it's your boy Tits here, and today we're going to look at a breakdown of the Twin Vipers. I got my Warframe here, Frost, and I just did a video on a breakdown of the damage mods, so if you want to catch that video, go check it out. It basically helps explain how the damage mods, how good they are, which ones you should use, how they work, and I'm going to do a breakdown of kind of the best class builds and different class builds for the more popular and most commonly used guns. And I figured I'd start with Twin Vipers first, just because they just came out and they are very popular. They're also super OP, real powerful, almost like the most powerful. I mean, the Strun really annihilates everything in the end, as far as having having the most damage output goes. But man, these things are up there. So real quick, some side notes to add. To make these, it costs about 115K, because you need to make a boat. You have to buy the blueprints for 2 Vipers and the Twin Vipers. Make both Vipers, then use both those Vipers to make the Twin Vipers. So yeah, it ends up being like 115K. And once you got them, something to let you know is they have a pretty good crit chance already to start with, and a really nice crit damage. I haven't heard back yet from the developers, but I'm thinking their base crit damage is somewhere around 70%, because I noticed I was doing around that when I was critting and then taking screenshots of it and checking my damage counters to see how much more they were than the regular. And then when I added 30%, which if it was 70 before, that'd make 100%. And now I'm doing my crits, which are going to be, it's going to be your damage in yellow. When you see a damage counters fly off people, they are now, the numbers are now doubled. So I still have 6 left to go here, 6 levels. So that will be 12 with with my catalyst, and then 2, that's 14. But I can still explain here what to do. So like I said in the last video, your armor piercing is above all best damage mod. Rank it up all the way. Rank up your ammo maximum about, I would do all the way. If you want to take one off because you need it, it's whatever. But I would do it all the way. You're just gonna burn through ammo. You don't need fire rate or anything. The fire rate's ridiculous with these. Multi-shot, I still have 1 left because it's just so expensive, and I just started these last night. Do this all the way too. Fire, you get a polarity spot that will work for fire, ammo, and multi-shot. Now the way I look at it is, when you're ranking these up all the way, you're either, oh, sorry, it's not. This one's a V, not that one. It's this one, and this one, and electricity, which is not. Electricity is not a good damage mod, and it's definitely not good in this one. It doesn't rank up real high. When use the fire in the polarity slot here, because basically it's gonna cost most to put in, and you want to have fire ranked up either all the way or about all the way, anyways. So do that one all the way, and then this one all the way, this one all the way, this one all the way, and then in the last one here, the dilemma was, should I put freeze in? Now if you watched the last video, I explained how freeze damage is on par with normal damage, giving it the same bonus to pretty much all enemy types, except a little bit better for shielded enemies, and it's only for the shields. Once the shields are gone, it doesn't matter. So like I said, basically the same for all enemies. Now, the thing is if I put that in, not only am I spending the 4, but then, you know, each one to go up. And the thing is the freeze damage does not go up as well. It does not scale as well as the other damage mods for pistols. It only starts at 10. So then it goes up another 10. So we got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Whereas this goes up to 90. And your normal damage just like the assault rifle, is awesome. It goes up 10. It goes up 10 times for a total of what's it start with? I don't have any left to read, but I think it started with 20. So 40, 60. Yes, 20. So 40, 60, 80 is what it is now because I've ranked it up 3 times. If I kept going, it would be let's see, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220%. It has 10 rankings, and it already starts at 20, so 220%. So, after I rank up all the stuff I have here, why would I put Frost in for 4 points? And, like, basically, with the points I have left, after I rank everything up, I'm still going to have, like, 7 points or something around that left. Why would I waste 4 on Frost, and then 3 more in Frost, giving me plus 40% Frost damage, when I can put all 7 in Hornet Strike, which will give me to the 10 total, which is 220, and 220 basically, you know, minus 80 is what we're looking at. So I'm basically getting 140, if my math is correct, extra damage from putting the 7 points into here. I'm getting 140 extra damage by putting 7 points into here, whereas if I would have put them in the Frost, I would only get 20, 30, 40. I would only get 40%. So what's better, 40% Frost damage or an extra 120% normal damage? And consider Frost damage, normal damage mods are the same throughout pretty much. So that's a common no-brainer. But a lot of people aren't going to realize that. So basically the end will be taking this up all the way, this up all the way, this up all the way, fire up all the way. Take crit chance up to, I would take it up to 100%. So it goes up in spurts of 20%. So take it up 2 more times, which will be 100%. Take up crit damage. I'm pretty sure it was all the way. If you take this up all the way, I think that gives you enough for having every slot filled in Hornet Strike. You know, or you could do 1 less in Hornet Strike and take this up all the way. You know, or you could do 1 less in this one and take this one up all the way. So, but basically you're going to be left with, this goes up by 10 each time. So I would either stop at 50% on crit damage or 60. And then stop at either 220% here or 200. Either way, it's not going to change the DPS much. But I only have this at 60% now, and I'm critting a lot. I'm critting more. I'm not sure what the base crit chance is. All I know is it has a high base crit chance. And I can really only go from Wiki saying that, but from testing it, like a lot of guns don't have that high of a crit chance, maybe 7-10%. This one's higher, because I noticed it from just seeing how much yellow I was seeing when I would shoot someone and then look at all the damage counters. And now that I have plus 60%, I'm getting like a good bit more than half. And when you take it up to 100%, you know, you're going to have practically all yellow. You know, well, you should have all yellow if they supposedly fixed that glitch. A lot of people in the forums are complaining about having 100% crit damage and crit chance and not seeing all yellows. So that might have got fixed. Not sure. But there's also a high crit damage of like 70%. A lot of them, like let's say the Strun for instance, which I'll probably be doing in the next video, it's like 50% crit damage. Some are less than that. Like a lot are like 25-35% like crit damage. The guns. This one has 70% starting crit damage. So that's why it's really good to, like in most guns you're gonna do just mainly you're just gonna do all the damage mods pretty much, you know, for the most part. But this is one of them guns that it's best to do some of the damage mods like I've shown you here, and then put in crit chance and crit damage. And oh my god, this thing just annihilates. And I still don't even have this up all the way. I don't have this up to 120%. And I don't have these up quite all the way yet. And I'm already seeing damage counters as high as my Boltor. And my Boltor's fully ranked. So yes, your Twin Vipers are going to be... They're going to give your highest amount of damage when you got it fully done. This is and it's a really, really fun gun to use. You're going to love it. And yeah, you should definitely get these guns and try them out. So hopefully this little breakdown video helps you out. I'm sorry these videos are going to be a little bit long here, a little longer than I want them to be, but considering the wiki doesn't give enough information, and considering the game is super obscure, and it doesn't give any information, except for like damage and fire rate and magazine capacity, stuff like that. They don't tell you what any crit damage or crit chance is. So unless wiki tells you, you just have to like figure it out on your own, which is hard. It takes longer, and it's just annoying. So that's why it's a little harder for me to explain all these. And if you want to see a damage reduction, and damage bonuses to all enemy factions and all enemy types, I did a breakdown in that last video for all the damage mods. I will leave a website again in the well, you know what? Just go to the video that talks about all the damage mods. I have the link in that description, and it will tell you. The website tells you how much damage your damage mods do to each enemy type. And that's pretty much all I got for you. I hope this video helped. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you're enjoying the game. It just got released on Steam. It is in the top 10 already, so it's real good news for those guys. They're just doing great. So I'll catch you guys later. Good luck. Peace.